What is up, you guys? Nick here, and in today's video, I'm going to be discussing the recent massive jump in Xpeng shares, their recent delivery numbers, their upcoming third quarter earnings, what it means for investors, and if you should buy now, wait for a dip, or hold for the meantime. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I do a ton of videos like these, going over EV stocks, tech stocks, and IPOs with a strong concentration on disruptor companies and companies that are very well positioned to take footholds in the coming landscape to help you better take control of the stock market and make informed choices moving forward. Alright, there's so much news to get to and so little time, so let's get right into it. I first broke down and analyzed Xpeng last week while they were sitting at only $19.62, and I don't want to toot my own horn, but if you had invested in them when I posted that video, you are jumping for joy right now. If you haven't yet watched that video, or if you want to gain a much deeper and full scope grasp on Xpeng and their future moves, I highly suggest watching it after this video. I'll post the link in the description below. So much has changed since last week. They are nearing up 100%. These last 2 trading days have been absolutely incredible. Wow. What a time to get in on this promising company, but let's dive a little deeper. I want to get into why this jump happened. Have you missed the boat, or is it time to jump on the bandwagon? Alright, so getting into their delivery numbers and their Q3 earnings set to be released in the coming weeks. In the month of October, Xpeng delivered 3,040 vehicles, marking an astounding 229% increase year over year. This is absolutely remarkable. However, what is interesting is that they actually delivered less vehicles in the month of October than the previous month of September, where they were able to deliver 3,478, a monthly record. However, there are reasons for this, and investors are obviously seeing past this dip in deliveries. China's Golden Week holiday at the beginning of October has actually been cited as having severely affected deliveries, effectively causing the month to be essentially operating at 75% capacity. Factoring this in, Xpeng actually far outperforms the previous month of September. Xpeng's deliveries consisted of predominantly their newest vehicle, the P7, a sleek and smart sports sedan. I absolutely love this vehicle, and the Chinese consumer is clearly as well. They delivered 2,104 of these puppies, and I really actually want one myself. Look how unreal this whip is. Xpeng also delivered 936 G3s, their compact SUV, reaching a year-to-date delivery total of 17,117. These are very impressive numbers considering they are such a young and growing company. With other rapidly delivering companies like NIO and Li Auto, many investors are realizing that for about a month, Xpeng may have been extremely undervalued, considering their very impressive delivery numbers. However, they have a very different business operation than NIO. They are vertically integrated, having their own factory and their own complete manufacturing and design output capability, whereas a company like NIO outsources almost their entire production. Xpeng, by definition, will also have to grow and deliver more vehicles per month than some of their other competitors like NIO. Their vehicles are less expensive than the luxury electric vehicles NIO produces, and their margins are nowhere near as good as of right now. This means that they need to achieve victory by numbers. It's a total number game for them. However, we are seeing them rapidly pick up their delivery pace month over month. Xpeng stock has and continues to be widely undervalued and underappreciated by investors. I think people were desperately looking for the next Tesla and sort of latched on to NIO. However, there are so many companies clamoring for that pole position within mainland China, and it's important to remember just how fierce this competition currently is. Xpeng has advantages over some other competitors in that many of their vehicles fall under Chinese new electric vehicle subsidy programs until the end of 2022, whereas some other competitors are excluded. The Chinese government wishes to have 25% of all vehicles sold by 2025 be electric, and investors are clearly realizing the massive coming potential of these huge numbers. Tesla is still the dominant player within the space, however NIO, Xpeng, Li, and others are knocking at the door. Xpeng is currently hovering around 35, which is absolutely incredible as they were only at 19 last week. They have a market cap over 25 billion and are so new that they don't yet report a beta, and due to negative earnings don't yet report a PE. With their third quarter 2020 earnings call scheduled for November the 12th, this will be a day many investors are looking towards to get a better idea of Xpeng's gross margins, which I talked about earlier, and are so critical for the road in becoming profitable. I will have a video going over their full Q3 earnings on the day it is released, so make sure to smash that red subscribe button. And you don't want to miss any of that. There is so much upside within the EV sphere, and we are seeing this upside materialize within China currently. The Chinese government has been so forward-thinking and aggressive in changing to an electric vehicle world. They are seeing the benefits come to fruition in an economic value sense to changing to a lowered carbon footprint as smog and pollution are decreasing, translating to less disease and less stress on their healthcare system. I believe that this shift in fundamentals in China is essentially a snapshot of what will happen next in Europe and the UK, and then after that in North America, and then the rest of the world. These early leaders in the Chinese EV industry are so well positioned to benefit from the shift as they are gaining footholds in this niche industry, and with relatively minimal global competitors before it's rampant worldwide. Because of this, I see huge benefits to these Chinese electric vehicle automakers. Xpeng is clearly on a path to success. They are rapidly growing their business, their deliveries are increasing day over day, and yes, I did say day over day because technically they did see a decreasing quantity of deliveries sold over the month, but considering they did this in only 3 weeks of sales, they actually did increase their daily average sales. So should you buy before their third quarter's earnings? For me personally, I am indeed buying. We are seeing what happened to similar EV stocks such as NIO, which may act as a snapshot of what will happen to Xpeng's share price. They are completely vertically integrated, which I love, which will enable them to more rapidly improve their vehicle margins and their gross margins moving forward. There is typically a bulging of sales moving into the last few months of the year in China, which should also greatly help out their delivery numbers moving forward, granting them cash and cash equivalents to mobilize, make moves, and increase deliveries even further. They are building a second mega factory that has plans for a 2022 operation start. There is a fundamental shift in the way people think about electric vehicles, along with the subsidy tax, slashing costs, and they have sleek and beautiful vehicles. It's clear electric vehicle companies are the way of the future. I think all of these factors and their strong trend lines in deliveries are pointing towards a great third quarter's earnings. For this reason, I am personally scooping up additional shares even after this huge surge. There is so much upside still left in this company, and I would not be surprised to see the share price hovering around at least $50, if not more, by the end of the year. We are seeing the trajectory, and what makes Xpeng so interesting is it's relatively unknown still. NIO has shot into the mainstream light, and the days of those bargain prices on NIO are long gone. However, Xpeng still remains at somewhat of a sale price. Anyways, everyone, thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate it and all of the support I have been receiving. Thank you for your kind words in the comments section. Smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. You don't want to miss any of my updates. I have really cool videos in the pipeline that will be released in the coming days and weeks. Smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. We love the YouTube algorithm. Anyways, everyone, happy trading. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.